What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going through the best and worst tattoo TikToks I could find. So let's jump into it. Okay, first off, we got some crappy house tats, dude. So it says, I let my friend tattoo me for hitting 30K followers.
Worst tattoo I've ever gotten in my life.
Ow, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Ow. Oh my God.
Okay, a few things. So if you're looking at this and you're like, dude, what is up with that setup? Let me explain. So what he has is a liner needle, round, it's circular, it comes to a point, and the tube he's using is a shader. So it's big and open and it's round, and this needle is just hanging around, dancing around like this. Obviously they don't know what they're doing. Come on. But this is one of those special cases where not only do they not know what they're doing, but they didn't even do a simple Google search. What does it say? It says teen slug, teen sig. I have no idea. No, it's not infected yet, but it's going to get infected. I've said this before. I'll say it again because apparently people need constant reminders. There's no amount of fame you're gonna get from doing dumb tattoos on yourself. It's not worth 30K followers. And I'm not sure if he's saying for hitting 30K followers, like he hit 30K so he got a dumb tattoo, or if he did this to try and get 30K followers, but either way, don't do stupid shit like this at home, boys and girls. On to the next.
You have like a full turtleneck going on, you have your hand tattooed, For anyone that's listening to this that's maybe like starting to get tattooed, or like you're saying is like, I want to be tattooed, what do you say to that? Like, do you think we just live in a time where it's like, fuck it, just do it and just get whatever you want? Don't throw caution to the wind, don't worry about it. You're saying do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's any reason anymore. Like other jobs, like there's so few jobs that will fucking like discriminate you or discriminate towards you because you have tattoos. And if it is, then fuck that job. There's so few of them now that do that it's very easy to be like, okay, bye, I'll go somewhere.
Okay, first off, I want to say, because a lot of you guys out there have a lot of tattoos and probably thinking about getting your hands and neck. Look, there are a lot of jobs that won't accept you for having tattoos. And even if some jobs are loosening up, like especially on the lower levels, like yeah, you could get a job at Subway, or you could get a job at Starbucks, or like you could have an online job. A lot of those higher echelon jobs, the jobs that you guys probably want, the ones that pay the most, are still gonna judge people based off of their hands and neck tattoos. I am sorry to say that. And I wish that wasn't the case, because to me, they're just tattoos. It doesn't fucking matter. No offense, but I'm not gonna ever take the advice of someone who's so like, yeah, just get tattooed, fuck it. It's like, yeah, dudes, you at home need to take personal responsibility for the decisions you make. And if you do want to be in a place eventually where you're like providing for people, not only yourself and worrying about tomorrow, you might not want to get a hand, neck, face tattoo, because you have no idea where you're gonna end up. You have no idea who you're gonna meet next week. You don't know. And the decisions you make today will affect you for the rest of your life. My best advice for anyone out there who really wants your hands and neck tattooed, make sure that you either learn a trade, something that will be with you no matter what, you're knowledgeable, you know how to do it, but also look into being your own boss. It's a very difficult thing to do. You have to ask for loans. You gotta fucking come up with money. You gotta fucking have a good idea that makes money. But these jobs, you don't really need a boss that much. And the bosses are gonna accept you for who you are. But if you're asking someone to hire you and give you a paycheck, be very fucking cautious about the things you tattoo on yourself. And don't listen to jabrones like this, because it's kind of dumb advice. On to the next. Okay, I should have said this before. If you have a weak stomach, you're probably not on my channel, but extra cautious with this one, because this one's gonna make you sick a little bit. Okay, what we got is an infected tattoo, or getting close to infection, and they left a bunch of gauze on the tattoo for way too long, and you're starting to see the tattoo heal onto the actual wrap. Ugh, that's absolutely disgusting. This is how you don't take care of a tattoo. Not that this guy clearly doesn't fucking care, because these tattoos look like garbage. But yeah, that is a bad looking healing process. Now, if your tattoos ever look like this, you've made a mistake. Not only has your tattooer maybe made a mistake as well, which I think is probably the case here, where it's like a tag team. You got a tattooer who hammered it in, but a client who also just healed this like complete shit. Fuck. Yeah, not into it. Sorry to show you guys, but this is what tattoos are not supposed to heal like. All that pink and purple pus, dude, fuck. Now that we all have stomach aches, here's a palate cleanser. On to the next. Wow. Okay. A lot of you guys know me. A lot of you guys know the tattoos I like and I don't like. I have always been a big fan of black and gray portraits, even though I've never had any want or desire to do this. I think that this is very nice, clean tattooing, and it's just beautiful and elegant and everything you want in a portrait. The parts that are most important with portraits are the eyes and the lips. And here you can see that they did like a very good job with those elements. The eyes look great, the lips look great, the hair looks fucking phenomenal. Wow. This one was done by Victoria Lee Tattoo. I'm not even close or fucking kind of close to liking or ever liking color portraits. I think that they're bad tattooing overall, even if the image looks amazing in the beginning. I don't think they heal very well. I don't think they last very well. And anytime I've seen a colored portrait, they always look like a turd. Now, this is not a colored portrait. This is a black and gray portrait, and I love it. I love it. Oh, so sweet. Very clean, beautiful tattooing. On to the next. Back to garbage. Okay, so this is a reaction to a reaction of a reaction, whatever. So he's commenting on that girl, Deleuze Jesus or something like that, Ariel de Jesus. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I see her all over, the $160 cover-up girl.
I know this girl. I've seen her work before. I'm convinced none of her clients like the work. Look, I mean, I don't want to hate on her. Like, it's cheap, $160 cover-up, but I mean, you get what you pay for. It's good. I reckon it's good. Worth the money. Covered it up, for sure. Is it good? To some people, not for me. But she's going viral because of all this. So this is off topic, but kind of on topic.
I actually, like, she does very bad tattoos. We all agree. There's nothing we're gonna learn about how I feel about her tattoo. But this one, like, I don't think it's a good cover-up. I don't think it's a great cover-up. I don't like whatever's happening here, but the face in general could be so much worse in comparison to tattoos I've seen her be doing on the internet. I don't think it's gonna heal very well. I don't think it's gonna look very well. But better than a lot of the things that I've seen from her. You know, it's funny that people are going viral for doing bad tattoos. I love it. Go for it. It's cool. What's interesting to me is his reaction. I honestly wish we lived in a world where tattooers just said exactly what they were feeling. Like, obviously, probably why you guys follow this channel is because you feel like I'm being honest and telling you exactly what I think. But I feel like people think you're mean if you say something about someone else's work, and I really don't think that that's the case. I don't. I truly don't. If someone said something, they don't like my tattoos, cool. It doesn't say anything about me. They don't like my work. And you might be like, well, Kirk, you made that. And I'd be like, yeah, but I'm not fucking that tattoo, dude. That's not a part of me. I made it. I can move on from someone saying they don't like my stuff. And I feel like when people say, like, are so nice and they're so like, oh, someone might like it, I'm always like, bro, you know, no one likes that. Maybe this guy does. Who cares? Does it really fucking matter? I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know what you're saying. Say the damn fucking words. I mean, it's one of the problems with today's society, especially when it comes to tattooing. A lot of times, people are so afraid of being called anything that they don't say anything. And I'm always like, bros, I want your real opinion. I want the truth. Say it. Say it. If I agree with it, I'll agree with it. If I disagree with it, I'll call you a dum-dum. It's okay. Like, I'm not saying anything about you. I'm saying stuff about the things you said or your work. That's it. Say the words. Get them out. We got you. We support you. You're gonna be loved no matter what you say. It's all good. Move on. On to the next. We just got some bad tats, dude. Sometimes I just enjoy looking at them. I always am thinking, like, in the back of my head, and most of the time these people are just like, they either have no clue or they're on drugs or something like that. Not saying that they are, it's just what happens. It makes me so sad. Like, watching these types of, like, hooligans do hooligan shit, you know? I'm like, whew. You're gonna regret those or not, and you're just gonna have to live with crap ass tattoos. But where are their parents? Tell them to stop. That's it. There ain't nothing to learn. We're just having fun today. We're just talking a little bit of shit. Fucking A, dude. Stop tattooing. On to the next. I just want to take a moment to thank you guys. We just broke 50,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. I appreciate you guys so much. Please consider liking and subscribing. We're trying to get to 100,000, I guess, which is just crazy. So Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We're choosing tattoos over our literal future? You have a kid now. How does that make sense in any context?
It doesn't.
Then tell me why the because you seem like, okay, oh, it isn't. Like, you know it. So why the
I just kept doing it. I made friends.
Why?
Okay, so I picked this one because one, Caleb Hammer, that guy's pretty funny usually, and this time too, no different because he's talking about tattoos. But I think if you have enough tattoos out there and you don't come from like a wealthy background, we can all relate to this a little bit. Like, especially when I was first getting tattooed, I spent every fucking dollar on tattoos or on booze, and we should all take a moment to think about where your money's going, especially nowadays. Things are tight. Things are happening in the world. People are afraid. People are not afraid. I don't know what's happening. But be cautious out there with your money. Don't be spending it on tattoos unless you want to get tattooed by me, then fuck, I'll take every dollar you got, dude. I'll take the last little nickel you got in your wallet, dude. But yeah, it made me laugh because I was like, fuck this guy, I'm hella triggered, dude. Making me feel like a stupid little kid again.
Artists, and then it was like an inside joke. I was gonna get a tattoo from every artist at the studio, and then I just kept going.
That $10,000 is an insane amount of money in a single year. When did you get your first tattoo?
When I was 18, so 5 years ago.
But the majority of them have been this year?
Yeah.
What's one of
Yeah, $10,000 in 1 year for tats. She's definitely put a big chunk of her money into tattooing. Yeah, on to the next. So this one, I don't know where to put this in the category of things to talk about because I want to say don't do this. This doesn't look very nice very often until this time, I guess. Until this time, I like saw the final result on the last frame and I was like, not only was it executed very well, but you know, if that's what this guy wanted, it actually looks pretty weird and cool. I know. Look, I talk a lot of shit. I say all the things I need to say. Sometimes when I see those fucking color freckles, I'm like, those are stupid. When I see like people doing all sorts of things, I'm gonna put this slightly more in the category of cosmetic tattooing, you know, like closer to like people tattooing lip liner and that type of stuff than I will like, you know, anything else in tattooing. So let me just say, don't do this. I don't think it looks great. I don't think it's a great look. But if that's what he wanted, let's talk about that fucking purple, dude. That purple is solid, so solid. Like, look, zoom in there and tell me that that's not a very solid purple eyeliner tattoo thing. Yeah, that was what I thought when I first saw it. I was like, fuck, purple's a very hard color to tattoo. And you guys aren't stupid. You can't tell me that you think tattooing an eyelid is gonna be an easy task. Not only did the tattooer do a very good job, but they did a great job. That's it. That fucking tattooer did great. Yeah, again, I don't advertise for this type of thing. I'm not a huge fan of it overall, but that's a very difficult tattoo to do and it looks very well executed. So whether I like it on this person or wish people would do that, I don't. But hey, that's just the fucking way I feel about it. Putting in purple on any part of the body is a difficult task. It's one of those colors that you feel like you just can't get in the skin ever. And then for it to be so rock solid on an eyelid, fucking phenomenal. I think his name is European Sun 2222222. Killing it. On to the next.
Looked at my tattoos for just a little bit too long today in the mirror and had a little freak out, because I'm reminded that these are gonna be here until I'm a bag of bones. And before anyone says, yeah, no shit. If you do not have tattoos, you do not understand. Sometimes you become fully conscious out of nowhere. On a Tuesday at noon, you're like, oh, I'm gonna have these forever. I can't just take these off. I love my tattoos, but sometimes I'm like, what if I didn't have these? I snap out of it pretty quick, but...
Okay, so this is something that's pretty common. It's even happened to me. It's something that, even now, I've had tattoos for the last almost 15 years, and I will still sometimes look in the mirror and be like, fuck, that's crazy. I look crazy. That's wild. And then my girlfriend's quick to be like, you need more tats, bro. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I know. We're gonna get there. We're gonna be putting some cool stuff on. But, like, I think that early on in my tattoo getting career, I got a lot of tattoos really fast, and I would, like, look in the mirror sometimes and be like, fuck, I have a lot of tattoos. It's kind of crazy, kind of overwhelming. You're just like, what the fuck happened? Like one day you woke up and the next day you have them, especially if you do it really fast. But this feeling goes away. this feeling goes away. If you're ever like looking in the mirror and you're like, oh shit, you have this moment, just remember, you're not gonna always feel like that. I look in the mirror now and I go, oh yeah. And even if I do have that moment of like, I have a lot of tattoos, there's no like dread or stress. But sometimes I do feel a little like claustrophobic when I like look at them, I guess. Maybe when I see them, I'm like, ooh. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I had braces as a kid, I felt very claustrophobic. Claustrophobic? I don't know how to pronounce that perfectly, but you guys get the drill. And sometimes when I think about my tattoos for too long, I get that like sensation. Like even right now, my back is a little sweaty thinking about it, but that goes away pretty quick. So yeah, if you got that feeling, you're not alone. And remember, it's gonna get easier to have all these tatties, dudes. On to the next. This one was sent to me by one of you guys, a viewer at home. I appreciate when you guys send me stuff. It really helps because one of the hardest parts about this job is finding things. So thank you so much for sending this to me. Let's watch it. Okay, freehand neck stitches. Well, first off, this tattoo's only gonna be freehanded. Let's be real. You're not stenciling that. But, I don't like it. I guess you guys probably knew I was gonna say that. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, by far. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I don't know that it feels like stitches to me when I see it. I don't know why. Maybe it's one of those things you looked at too long and now you don't see stitches, you just see a bunch of lines. And like, obviously that's what stitches would kind of look like. I don't know. I don't like when these trends become popular. I don't, because like, you know, when you just like sit and look at it, you're like, what did we accomplish here? Does she want to be like the fucking girl from Nightmare Before Christmas, or is that like a look we're going for these days? I don't know. I mean, obviously you guys know I'm an advocate for not blasting your neck first tattoo, but this one I'm just like, I don't know. How do you work with this? Where do you go from here? Is this just your only tattoo? Is that all we get? And is that all you're ever gonna get? Because now, like, you ever put anything around it, it's just gonna be like, I don't know. This one just like hits the soul of me and I go, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I got nothing good to say. Usually I'm like, I like this. I don't like this. This is why I don't like this, blah, 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 blah. And obviously I could be like that here, be like, well, you know, if you're young, you know, you shouldn't be getting your hands and neck. I just don't like it. I just don't. On to the next, dudes. Okay. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. First off, everything I was gonna say about her being too young to be doing stupid shit with her neck, we can triple it on this guy's face. That does not look good. The original didn't look good. It said, Nicole, dumb idea. Unless Nicole's your mom, don't be putting people's names on you, and especially don't be putting them on your face. Because the moment she leaves you, you're gonna have to cover it up or laser it, and you should have fucking lasered it this time, bud. Jesus Christ, what is happening in tattooing these days, guys? I just can see this happening all the time on this little device I got, and I'm always bummed. I hope it's fake. I don't think it is. It looks very real. That's a rock solid turd. One of the biggest complaints I have about the tattoo technically is that there is no distinction between the shading. Like, it's just a gray mess. Like, they just hammered gray over the entire thing. Maybe they used multiple grays, but you couldn't tell. The gray's not a great color for that. You should have put some black in it if you were gonna do this properly, which you shouldn't have done in the beginning. But you should have had some black shading in there to kind of show the difference between scales and fingers and flames and face and hair. You need black in your tattoos, boys and girls, especially when you're doing dumb shit on people's faces. But that's it, dude. That's crazy. On to the next. Okay, so I had one reaction in the beginning. So I want you guys to follow along with me, feel the emotions, and then wait till the end before you say anything.
It's not, I don't have to wear it. You know?
No, yeah, but
this is your outfit, not mine.
Yeah, but you're telling me it's gonna look. I know you're telling me it's gonna look.
Are you talking to them or are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay, so look at me when you're talking to me. Do you want this tattoo? I'm being honest here. I mean, this is my time is money too. You know,
No,
you're
yeah.
making money. I'm trying to make money. So let's get with it or not. Do you want the tattoo?
I think I'm just gonna leave.
All right.
Honestly.
What?
I'm gonna leave.
Okay, so at this moment, I think like a lot of you guys, you were like, fuck that tattooer, dude, being a dick, crazy. Watch some more. Also, I want to keep in mind, like, for a lot of you guys, I didn't know who this person was. You probably don't know who this person is. Maybe you guys do. Maybe you know where this is going, but
Why the fuck is he yelling at me? Why the fuck is he yelling at me? If I'm putting something on my body and you're telling me it's gonna like look weird and stuff, and then you're just proceeding to say do it, it's not my, like, what am I?
I think it's because you were recording and like talking to the stream, and he was like wanting to make eye contact with you, and you were like talking to him.
I was talking to him, but I was thinking.
So it was an in real life streamer. In case you don't know what this phenomenon is, of people walking, like people will record every moment of their life. I'm sure all of you guys know, you're all internet people, fucking like I am. But yeah, and then I was like, fuck yeah, fuck this girl. Get the fuck out of my shop. I would do the same thing. Dude, stop wasting my time recording a live stream while you're getting tattooed. And I'm a person who makes internet stuff, but the internet's not the whole world, dude. Don't fucking bring it into my tat shop. This is the real world we're living in. You walk into my tat shop, you be respectful. You don't fucking record my conversation with you. That's weird. That's perverted. It's gross. It's like living on the internet. Don't do that. It bums me out. And then I was like, oh yeah, that guy's totally in the right. He was trying to explain to her why something's not gonna make a great tattoo. And then she like couldn't make up her mind. And so he was like having to be like, well, either do it or don't. Like if you walk into my shop, I'm gonna tell you, if you're getting an idea that I hate, I'm gonna be like, hey, real honestly, I don't think this makes a great tattoo, but I'm here to serve you. So if you tell me, hey, I want this, then I'm gonna say, let's fucking go for it. Even knowing I'm putting a hot turd on you, I'm gonna do it because that's what you want and that's what I'm here for. So yeah, I think it was reasonable. She sucked. That's crazy. On to the next. Okay. We got black on black tattooing. Something really interesting, fun to see sometimes. You don't see it very often, but when you do, it looks pretty cool. And this is a good example of it. In case you're wondering, black will cover black, especially not so well put in black. You know, like the first black out part doesn't look very good. It looks kind of gray and washed out. It's not a solid blackout. And this looks really strong. And over the course of that tattoo's lifetime, it will continue to look pretty strong, especially if the one on top was applied really well, which it appears to have been. And so yeah, just something cool to look at. Fun. I wish I would have done the hand as well, but you know, whatever. Beautiful tattooing. Okay, this week we're doing something a little different. I'm finishing the video off by showing you a tattooer who also watches our videos. This is Clay Lint out of Cleveland, Ohio. And look at these tattoos. They look very nice. I like them. They're hella traditional, hella colorful, very beautiful. And this mushroom little fucking with a door and a, I love it. It's actually pretty fun to look at. So give him a follow, tell him we sent you or whatever. And yes, I am stealing this from Pony Lawson. Get over it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I'll see you in a few days and have a good one.